Watching on this Tuesday, I'm Liz Massey. Craig has the night off. Nearly 5 months after an ExxonMobil oil spill in a Mayflower neighborhood, the vast majority of homeowners there still yet to return home. Now the company telling some of those residents that it's about to stop paying for temporary housing. THV 11's Phil Buck spent the day in Mayflower. He joins us now with more. Phil?
Well, Liz, since that spill, most of the residents evacuated from that Northwood subdivision in Mayflower have been living in temporary housing paid for by Exxon. But some of those residents getting word from Exxon today that the company is going to cut them off from any more funding for that temporary housing.
Last month, ExxonMobil announced that it would work with residents affected by the March 29th oil spill and continue to provide housing assistance on a case-by-case basis. 11 of those residents received word Tuesday from Exxon that the company will cut off aid for temporary housing next month. The company saying temporary housing should have ended when federal, state, and local officials deemed the homes of evacuees safe. I spoke with one of those residents who told me she cannot afford to pay for both an apartment and her mortgage, which means she'll likely be forced to move back into her home, even though she does not want to go back.
I knocked on every door up and down this street today and found just 2 people who have moved back home since the oil spill. Both of them called their neighborhood now a ghost town.
U.S. Representative Tim Griffin, however, vows to put pressure on Exxon to continue funding temporary housing for those displaced by the spill. In a statement given to THV 11, Griffin said ExxonMobil promised that it would not set a hard and fast timeline for ending assistance. The congressman goes on to say that ExxonMobil must keep their word and says that the oil giant must make things right with the people in Mayflower.
Spoke to today say that she and her neighbors are fed up with Exxon. Another man that I spoke with, one of the 2 who have actually moved back into their homes, says that he and his family plan to sell their house to Exxon and to move out of Mayflower. Liz?
All right, Phil, thank you. Back in June, Attorney General Dustin McDaniel sued ExxonMobil, claiming improper waste storage and water contamination. Arkansas